And experts say we can't fully reopen until more people in high-risk communities get the COVID vaccine. Now, health officials in Los Angeles have a new tool to target where to distribute shots. BNC correspondent Walter Morris joins us now. He's live on the campus of UCLA with more on the research that could have a big impact in black and brown communities. Walter.
Well, Kelly, the team here calls it a predictive equity model. They say it pinpoints exactly where the vaccine is needed the most, but that's only half the battle.
What it tells you right away is where you need to be.
It's a model mapping the most vulnerable areas for COVID-19 in Los Angeles. This week, researchers at UCLA releasing data to help health officials prioritize where to distribute the vaccine and how to reach the most at risk.
We call the predictive equity model for the rollout of COVID-19 vaccination and testing.
Study author Dr. Vickie Mays says they were able to pinpoint the most vulnerable areas in orange by looking at 4 factors: pre-existing health conditions, access to health care, environmental risk, and social vulnerability.
But it's things like, how much are you going to be exposed to the virus? So, for example, if you live in a neighborhood that is considered by population standards dense, then you come into contact with more people. If you live in a household where you have 3 generational families, and we knew who lived in 3 generational families, which is our people.
Based on the data, experts say predominantly black and brown communities in South LA, the San Fernando Valley, Palmdale, and Lancaster should be priorities for vaccination efforts.
It really has a lot more to do with the way society, because of structural racism, created these risk factors, and they get clustered in some of the neighborhoods we tend to live in.
Researchers say vaccination rates among black and Hispanic men are lagging in Southern California, but they say this info will also help health officials figure out how to approach members of those communities.
Now, knowing where you need to be and being successful at getting people to take the vaccine are 2 separate issues. But if I tell you where you need to be, the smart thing is you don't go the first time with ready to give somebody a shot. You go the first time ready to give somebody education.
And that data will be published in the International Journal of Environmental Health. That's the latest from here. I'll send it back to you in studio.
And Walter, before you go, you know, there's no secret that there is a lot of vaccine hesitancy in these high-risk communities. Will this recent data help convince people the vaccine is safe?
Well, the study author says by pinpointing where to go, that also helps figure out how to approach people. And that means relying on trusted sources to go into those neighborhoods to fight misinformation. Reporting live in Los Angeles, I'm Walter Morris for BNC.
Thank you, Walter.